like it's wrong for anybody else, just like it was wrong for them. And if we're gonna do it, allow that to happen, I'm fine with that. If we're gonna open the courthouse up at 4:30, let everybody in, I'm letting you know right now, I'm fine with that. We're gonna do it for all the people, because I don't like to be shut out when somebody else is getting opportunity to go in. And I think that's where the mistake is made. If they violate the law, and violating that law and going in that courthouse was wrong, I think maybe most of the commission would agree with that. If it's wrong, it's just time to do something about it. You know, we can't back off because this is Mr. So-and-so or Mr. and Mrs. So-and-so. You gotta stand up there and you gotta just do what you gotta do. And that's what's gonna happen, and that's what's gonna happen in another month, when another meeting decides to come up.
Christian, again, I was presented with this, I think, about, you called me about 4:30.
Yeah.
We were all, and on your defense, Greg, I do understand that, nobody's done, but we were all presented with it about 4:30.
So, again,
Well,
It was-
4 of us were.
I
I'm on
was,
the courthouse committee and I was not notified.
so, at the time, it was my recommendation, because I was concerned on the I was still trying to get the exact language from the minutes, from what had been posted, and so at the time, I just said, I thought it was not wise, because the court, of course, the judges do have ability to hold meetings related to their office at any point, and to be frank, that's what I think the sheriff had asked me about when I come into the meeting, and I really thought it was just like a meeting, not an event, so, my suggestion going forward is I stand by my position as far as the ability to prohibit after-hour activities. I stand by my position that the commission has the authority to prevent, electioneering, in particularly the courtroom or other locations, if that's how the commission decides. My suggestion, just going forward, to move this in a hopefully a positive way. Again, I've been a advocate, I've talked with each of you, and I'll speak now, if you allow, just as, not as necessarily the county attorney, but me personally. I've just always said that I thought that, y'all were put in a very difficult position. I think it's very easy for us to say, save the courthouse. Everybody wants to save the courthouse, but y'all were put within the position of financially figuring out how to do that. And I've always suggested, I've been suggesting for many years, that it's time that all the stakeholders, from the courthouse to y'all, to every person that's involved, we come together for the purpose of attempting to come up with a resolution, a long-term resolution for that. I think we've been trying to Band-Aid things on the courthouse for 30, 40, 50 years. And I've been advocating for a while that it was time for a major resolution, but that takes the whole community, the whole county, to come together and to say, we're more than saying we're for saving the courthouse, but we're actually willing to do something. And that's the hard political call. That is a difficult decision, because that's where we put our money where our mouth is, and say that we're willing to do something, that is often not politically. We don't have the resources. It's not that we sit around, I've been county attorney since 2001, and I've never felt that we were frivolous with expenditures. There were sometimes maybe decisions that some people may look at and say, you shouldn't spend it on this, but as a general rule, I've always felt that every commission was fairly tight with the money, and I think this one specifically has demonstrated that. So it's not that we're spending all this money on all these other things and to the derogation of the courthouse, but I would just suggest that it's time that we begin, and that means getting state representatives, state senators, commissioners, courthouse, every elected judge up there, the revenue, all those that work there, for everybody to put their political capital on the line and say, this is what we've got to do. This is what we want, and this is what we got to do. And so it'd be my hope. I know that, I'm always, be frank, it's just it's very awkward for me to be here in the commission, knowing knowing y'all, seeing what you do, knowing the details behind what you do, and then I go to the courthouse, I'm there every day, and so I hear it. So I know that there's complaints both ways, and I just think the better route, as Commissioner Morrison just suggested, is for for all those stakeholders to get together and discuss with each other the grievances one way or the other, for them to hear your issues, your problems from your perspective, and from what I'm hearing, that's not been done either way. So going forward, as far as my hope is that we can work together, with all stakeholders on a long-term solution. I thought this referendum action would provide a great springboard for conversation, because I'm anticipating it to pass. I mean, that's just my sense. It could not, but that's my sense. There's a community sentiment to keep the courthouse. But following that, to then to use it as an opportunity to discuss other things. But the policy's clear. What we have in place is there's not supposed to be generally any after, and so I would suggest that we put something in place, going forward, that if somebody desires, because now we've heard another opportunity just today with the Yellow Meated Watermelon Festival of opening it up beyond normal hours. But they've come to us. I think that's exactly how it should be done. So.
I think it's what we're standing here, because I'm really concerned about the way things are handled right here, and they're handled by just a few people. We're supposed to go to the Clay County Commission, which I'm thinking in return, there's a situation that really, really concerns me. Now, I've been told that the name of the courtroom is the Hugo Black courtroom. Now, I don't know who named that. I've been looking through the minutes back there trying to find out when it was named, who was named that. The people that does it, they can do what they wanna do, they can call it what they wanna call it. But we need to make sure that this is the Clay County Courthouse. Because we all know, I guess most of us know who Hugo Black is, and I know that there was an impression brought on by people of color who do not like that situation at all. And it may not matter to nobody else, but it matters to me and some of the folks that I represent. I want to record it in the minutes that this is the Clay County Commission, the Clay County Courthouse, not the Hugo Black Courthouse, the Hugo Black Museum. Until I can find it in that minutes back there, that's the way it needs to be. We can keep this around all day long, but we see around this nation, there's so much going on, so many problems going on, and if we want it here, let's bring something else in here along with Hugo Black. But I want this commission to understand that you have an opportunity here now to make this right. This is not the Hugo Black courtroom. And if this person who made it by himself, he's wrong. I'm off the soapbox. Anything else? Anybody else? Now we'll go into executive session at this time.